consciousness, freedom through God consciousness. We cannot be free
No podemos ser libres
from the human level
en el nivel
of the egoic
humano
beingness
de la
of
seidad
man
egoica del hombre
as an animal.
como un animal.
Man who has gone away from the original blueprint of being
El
a
hombre
son
o
of God,
mujer que se ha alejado de la huella
a daughter
original
of
del
God
diseño
in the
original
highest
como hijo o
sense,
hija de Dios
in the
el nivel
immaculate
más
image in
alto,
which we were
en la imagen
created.
inmaculada que hemos recreado.
If we truly desire freedom,
Si
we desire
realmente
to be
desean
God
la
men and God
libertad
women
para ser
through
hombres
God
o mujeres
consciousness.
divinos a través de la
And this
conciencia
God
de Dios.
consciousness is
Y esta
where we
conciencia de
focus
Dios
on
es
God.
cuando nos enfocamos en Dios,
When we focus on the divine
cuando nos
within
enfocamos en lo
and
divino,
everywhere,
por dentro y
the
por
divine
doquier,
serves us
lo divino
and we become
nos sirve
divine
y
by our
nos hacemos
attention,
divinos por nuestra
by
atención.
that holy focus of light.
Por esa
To be
concentración
free
o
means
enfoque
to
de
be
luz, ser libre
unfettered
significa
of the
no
human
tener,
condition brought
estar
on by karma,
totalmente libre
dis-ease,
de la condición humana,
and the
del karma, de la
disintegration
enfermedad, la desintegración
the soul,
del alma,
which forfeits its reality
que forja su realidad
when it is not based upon the
cuando
light
no está
estate
basada en el estado luminoso
of our heavenly stature, our heavenly origin,
de nuestra
our
estatura o
heavenly
origen
design.
celestial o nuestro diseño celestial.
The great divine director is
El
also
gran
a
director
great
divino
designer
es un diseñador
in the highest
grandioso
sense
también en
because
el
he
sentido
designs
más
the
elevado,
blueprint
porque diseña
and holds that
la
high
plantilla o
ideal
huella
for
original,
every soul upon
sosteniendo
earth
ese
as
ideal
a
elevado
manu.
para cada ser sobre la tierra como el
And being the
Manu,
manu of the seventh
ser el
age of
Manu de la
Aquarius,
séptima era de Acuario,
the seventh cycle
del
where the violet
séptimo
flame will
ciclo que
come
llama
into
violeta,
prominence
que está
and freedom will be restored
volviéndose
to
más
mankind.
prominente, en el cual la libertad va a ser restaurada a la humanidad.
He oversees and divinely supervises
Se hace
all the amalgamation of forces of
checar y
light
supervisar
bring
divinamente
about
todas las
this holy
amalgamas de luz
alchemy
para traer
of
esta alquimia
Aquarius.
santa de Acuario.
And it first must dawn within
Primero
us
debe ser
as
logrado
we are
en
self-realized
al
through God
autorrealizarnos
consciousness.
por medio de la conciencia divina.
To be self-realized
El
means
autorrealizarse de
to
forma
realize the divine
significa
self within.
realizar al ser divino dentro de
It means
uno
to
mismo.
focus so much
Significa
upon
concentrarse tanto
what is real
en lo que es real,
that supersedes the unreal, the ego,
hace
with all
ceder
of
lo
its
irreal o el ego de
machinations
todas sus
and human
maquinaciones
designs,
y sus
so that we can rise into the
para que
divine
podamos
design
elevarnos hacia el diseño
of our true
divino
reality.
de nuestra realidad verdadera.
Many people engage in novenas to the great divine director
Se
in
hacen
order to
novenas al
ascertain
director divino con
and
el
know
fin de
what their
dilucidar y
divine
conocer
plan is,
cuál
their
es el
mission
plan
in life,
divino,
their dharma.
su misión y dharma en la vida.
And if you do this, you
Si
will
hacen esto,
obviously, through your focus,
obviamente, por
receive
medio de su enfoque,
ampules of
recibirán
light within your higher mind
ampolletas de
that will
luz a su
stimulate
mente
you
divina que les
and afford you the
estimularán,
opportunity to enter
permitiéndoles
into
la oportunidad
a
de
greater
a un
cosmic event
evento
of
cósmico mayor
the awakening, the
para el
quickening, the
despertar, el
enlightenment,
aceleramiento y la
the full
iluminación
God self-realization of who you are.
de toda la realización divina
And this is
donde
beyond
estén.
what you do
Y esto está
so
más
much in
allá
the
de qué
world.
es lo que hacen en
It
el
is
mundo.
about who you are,
Esto es
why you
acerca
do
de
what you do,
quiénes
and
son,
how you do
por
it.
qué y cómo hacen lo que
If you
hacen.
perform
que
whatever
realizan
menial task
Cualquier
it
tarea
is that you may be engaging in,
mínima en la que
with
se
great
estén
love,
involucrando con gran amor,
appreciation,
aprecio, valoración,
holiness,
santidad
and the
y
specificity
especificidad,
of what brings that God consciousness
que
into your being,
lo que
then
trae
it
esa
provides
conciencia
a
divina
great
en su
impetus
ser y les
for you
provee de ese ímpetu divino
to self-realize more
para
and
poder
more of who you
autorrealizarse
are,
más y más
because
quienes
you've
son,
entered into a
al haber
relationship with
entrado
your
en esta
presence,
relación con su
the I am
presencia,
presence that is
su presencia yo
beautiful,
soy, que es hermosa,
that is reverent,
es
that
reverente,
is meaningful,
y que es
and precious.
significativa y preciosa.
So to self-realize our true nature as God, men and women requires an extraordinary
que
effort
requiere un esfuerzo extraordinario
through this intense and yet
por medio de este,
gentle
mediante este intenso
arrangement
pero
of
sutil arreglo
our mindfulness
de
within
nuestra
every moment,
atención plena en
so
cada
that
momento,
through that focus
para que
and
por
that
medio de ese
power of the
enfoque,
eternal now that
el poder
vibrates
del eterno ahora
within your
mismo,
auric
en
field,
sus campos
your mind,
áuricos,
your heart,
su
your
mente,
will,
sus corazones,
your very
voluntades
soul,
y su misma
you are
alma,
wed to
y estén
spirit.
desposados
You are
con el
bonded
espíritu,
to what
enlazados
is
con lo que
magnificent,
es magnífico,
the divine design of you
el diseño divino
as a
de
creature of
como
Christ,
criaturas de Cristo,
as a Buddha incarnate,
como un Buda encarnado,
as a holy
y
divine
como
mother
una madre
who
santa
represents
que
much to
representa
people upon
mucho a
earth
las personas sobre la tierra,
of that creative spark
de
of the
esa
divine,
chispa creativa de lo divino.
Father, Mother, God.
Dios Padre Madre son ustedes,
And directing the holy currents of light
y
across
dirigiendo
the
las
earth
corrientes santas
and
de
every
luz
continent, for all
atravesando la
nations, for all
tierra, para
peoples.
todos los continentes,
The divine
naciones y
director
pueblos.
is
El director
inextricably
divino
involved
está
in
involucrado
every aspect of our
inextricablemente
divine
con cada
lives,
aspecto
the
de
true
nuestra
life
vida,
that we are
de
meant
la
to
vida y
live,
la verdad que estamos
within our
destinados a
presence,
vivir dentro de
focused
nuestra
upon God,
presencia,
where we
enfocados en
access
Dios,
this God
cuando
consciousness
accedemos
through
a la
this
conciencia divina
supernal effort
por medio de este
of
esfuerzo
being who we
sublime
truly are.
para ser quienes somos
And when we
verdaderamente.
engage with Him,
Y
when we
cuando nos involucramos con
allow Him
le
to
permitimos
provide for us a
proveernos
day-to-day, hour by hour, and
hora a
moment
hora,
by
día a
moment
día y momento a momento
opportunity to
la
enter our
oportunidad de
life
entrar a nuestra
and to
vida
infuse us with His
y
wisdom,
infundirnos con su
His
sabiduría
glory,
y su gloria
His divine
y su
essence.
esencia divina.
It becomes
Esto
a magnanimous
se convierte
relationship
en
that
una
is
relación magnánima,
awesome.
es maravillosa.
When you feel the divine director in your life,
Al director
when you
divino en
awake
sus
each
vidas,
morning,
al despertar cada
providing
mañana,
that impetus, that
proveyéndoles el
charge,
ímpetu, esa
that holy
carga,
energy
esa
of
energía
spirit
santa del
that
Espíritu,
enters your being
entra en
and
su
then
ser,
almost in a sense forces you to
para luego
engage
forzarles de
in your
cierta
highest
forma a
work
involucrarse en su trabajo más
because you're
elevado,
magnetically
porque
yoked to Him
se fusionan
through your
magnéticamente
consciousness
con él,
wed
por medio de su conciencia
to
desposada,
what He
con lo
represents
que
as the Manu,
representa él
as
como
this
Manu,
Atman,
este Atman
divine high ideal,
e ideal divino,
then your life
elevado.
becomes sublime.
Entonces
It
es cuando
becomes
su vida
easy
se vuelve sublime, se hace
to do what
sencillo hacer
is both possible
tanto lo que es
and
posible
beloved and
como
beautiful.
bello y amado.
It becomes easier and
Se
easier
hace más
to
y más
know
sencillo
that at every moment
saber a cada momento
you have become a blessing to
que se han
life.
convertido en una bendición
You
para
have
la
become a
vida,
focus of great
se han
light
convertido
for the
en un
earth,
foco
her
para la
evolutions,
gran luz,
your
para
family,
la
your
tierra,
neighborhood,
sus evoluciones y
your community,
vecindarios, sus
your state or
comunidades,
province, your
su
nation.
estado, provincia o nación.
And because you have become a blessing,
Y al haberse
you
convertido,
actually become an
dado que se han
extension
convertido en una
of the
bendición,
Manu's
se han convertido en
reality
una
in the
extensión,
world.
de hecho, del Manu en
This very high
este mundo,
ideal, which
este
is
ideal muy elevado,
so inimitable to the ego that it stretches us and spans
que es
now a new
inevitable
architectural rendering of
a que el ego
the
se
new
trate
era
de estirar
right
a
within
esta
us.
arquitectura
We become a
de
focal
esta
point
nueva
for
era,
Aquarius
en la
wherever we
cual nos
walk,
volvemos como un punto
wherever we
focal de
move,
progreso,
wherever we
doquiera que
are.
nos movemos,
And
caminemos,
because
estemos.
Aquarius
Y dado
is
que Acuario
the goal
es la meta
of this present
de
age,
esta era
of
presente,
the individual who pours the water of spirit into
el
the earth to
individuo
nurture
vertiendo el
life,
agua del espíritu hacia
we
la tierra
become
para nutrir
nurturers
toda
of
la
all
vida.
life.
Nos volvemos
We become
nutridores,
holy men and
seres
women
nutricios para
engaged in
toda
the
vida,
most
hombres y mujeres
precious
santos,
opportunity to serve,
involucrados en la
to be
preciosa
of loving
oportunidad de
service
servir,
to our
de
communities,
ser de servicio
to all whom
amoroso
we
para
meet.
nuestras comunidades,
And that
para
loving
todos
service
aquellos con los que nos
is
encontremos.
the sign
este servicio
that we are
amoroso es el
initiates.
signo de que
The greatest among us, Jesus said, must be the
el más
servant
grande
of
de
all.
nosotros debe ser el
And
siervo
so
de
if you
todos.
find yourself
Así que si se
in the
encuentran
mode
a
of
sí mismos
service
en el modo
throughout
de
your day,
servicio
then
durante
you are
su
winning,
día, están ganando,
because you have gotten
porque
this
han
truth
llegado a esta verdad
in your mind and heart, and you live it
su mente y
consciously.
corazón. El
To serve is to give fully of your God presence, your true self, to others, to life. To serve is to sublimate human desires for the great God desire of the ages, which is to win through a sacred brother-sisterhood of humanity, one with God. Everyone is one with God. We realize it. We hold that in our heart and mind as a precept of light. It becomes part of our reason for living, to simply be who we truly are. Individual and unique, and yet part of the great whole of God's eternal presence everywhere, the Holy Spirit, which pervades all life and all multiverses throughout the cosmos. When we are serving with impeccable God desire to be co-creators with our source, that creativity flows. It's not difficult to be inspired. It becomes most natural, becomes easier and easier. Everything is facilitated in accord with this divine design that is set forth for us, this blueprint of life itself. The blueprint itself is an alchemy. It is a holy formula of both what we do, yet, as I shared earlier, more importantly, how we do it, how reverently, holily, beautifully we do it. And when we desire to be creative in any way, by utilizing our talents and gifts in the highest way, in the most meaningful of the processes and the divine procedures and flows that manifest through our aura and our awareness, it is as if we are just carried on a stream of light. We become a heart stream of God to the earth, to those whom we have been called to serve. And that heart stream carries with it the virtues, the holy quintessences of the Father, Mother, God, into every area and aspect of our life. We become Renaissance men and women because we are locked into what is real about us rather than what is just of the human ilk. What is real about us is godly, is amazing, and even miraculous. And when you see people such as young children who have these phenomenal talents, music or math or science or anything, doing things that seem unimaginable to the human mind because the talent just flows through them with ease and grace. It gives us pause to consider how we too can rise in our consciousness to engage at a higher level than previously we have thought possible. So if we choose to be these Renaissance men and women, we will allow God to so inspire us, to so live through us and vibrate through us, that we will truly become God's self-realized, God-conscious beings upon earth. And our lives becoming so sublime, so amazing, so pure and real, are part of the great heart stream of God. We are one with God. God is within us.
Dios
moves,
está con
lives, and
nosotros.
breathes
Dios
through
vive,
us,
respira a través de
vibrates our
nosotros, se
hearts,
mueve y hace vibrar su corazón.
and everything becomes
Todo
divinely magical.
se convierte en algo mágicamente divino.
Many of us are going to Mount
Muchos de
Shasta.
nosotros iremos a Mount
This will
Shasta.
be a magical
Este será
event
un
with Saint
evento
Germain, the
mágico.
Divine Director,
Germain,
Kuan Yin,
Director Divino y Kuan Yin,
Godfrey, and other masters.
Godfrey y otros maestros.
It will be magical
Será
because we will
mágico
be
porque
in our magic
estaremos en
presence,
nuestra presencia
vibrating as
mágica,
one
vibrando
being,
como un solo ser,
as one community,
como
as
una
one
comunidad,
holy family.
como una sola familia
Our thoughts
santa.
will be
Nuestros pensamientos
similar.
serán
Our
similares.
feelings will be
Nuestros sentimientos
magnetically charged together.
cargados magnéticamente.
Our
de
mindfulness will be
forma conjunta,
accentuated
y la atención
and
plena será
attenuated
acentuada,
within
atenuada
the divine mind,
con la
the
mente
logoic
divina,
and Christic mind of
la
God.
mente crística y logoica del
And
ser.
as we are raised in
Dios,
consciousness, as we are perfused with light
cuando seamos
and
proferidos
charged
y cargados
with the
con
radiance of
luz y
these
la
great
radiación de
masters
estos
who will be
grandes
coming,
maestros que vendrán,
it will be really a holy affair.
será realmente
It will be a time to
una
remember. It will be an
santa,
experience
una experiencia
that is
y tiempo
divine
para recordar, una
and
experiencia
truly sublime
divina
in the
que será
highest sense.
verdaderamente
So
sublime
come to
de la
Mount
forma más
Shasta,
elevada. Así
be
que vengan
there
a Mount Shasta, estén ahí
with the masters,
con los maestros,
with your presence
y con su
shining bright
presencia
within you, your
brillando,
countenance.
radiante.
Be there
en
with grace,
¿Dónde están? Estén
with
allí
a smile,
con gracia, con una
with the
sonrisa,
creativity that
con la
you
creatividad
and only you
que
can
solo usted
add to the
pueden
equation of the
agregar a la
experience,
ecuación de la
the
experiencia,
dynamism of what we
del
will co-create
dinamismo de lo
together.
que juntos vamos a co-crear.
Each of our conferences
Cada
and
una de
events and
nuestras
classes
conferencias, eventos y clases
are
son
holy events of light,
eventos santos de luz
and they are stamped and etched in
y
akasha
están estampados,
with that
forjados
uniqueness
en
of our
Akasha, con la unicidad
participation
de la
that makes them
nuestra participación, que las hace
a kaleidoscopic
una
offering to the universe
ofrenda
of our
caleidoscópica al
oneness,
universo de
of the
nuestra
beauty and
unidad,
harmony of our
de la
souls,
belleza y la armonía de nuestras
the
almas
amazing
y las maravillosas
formulation of our
fórmulas
personal
de
alchemy is now
nuestras
becoming part of the
alquimias
greater
personales
alchemy
que se hacen parte de la
of the
alquimia mayor
egregor,
del egregor,
the complex of our togetherness in
de la
God
complejidad del estar
as
juntos en
high
Dios como
initiates and
iniciados,
lovers of the
elevados,
divine in all life.
superiores y amantes de lo divino en la vida.
So
Y
lastly,
la vida.
the Divine
Finalmente,
Director
el
says
Director
that
Divino
love is
dice
the key
que el amor es la clave
to all of the arrangements that He has
para
made
todos los
for
arreglos
what
que
we
ha hecho
can
de lo
experience
que podemos
as
experimentar
God-conscious men and women upon
como
earth.
hombres y mujeres conscientes
Love
sobre la tierra. El
proceeds
amor
forth
precede
in its glory and
en su
its
gloria,
splendor
en su
and its
esplendor,
wonderment
en su maravilla,
to carve out before us
para
this
forjar ante
pathway
nosotros
that is so profound
esta
and so
senda que es tan
Holy Spirit
profunda y
empowering
tan empoderada por
that
el
we simply
Espíritu
must
Santo.
walk forward in the light
Simplemente debemos
to know God
seguir
more dearly
avanzando
and
en la luz
deeply.
para conocer más entrañablemente y profundamente a Dios.
As we now meditate for a few minutes, 7 minutes in silence,
Ahora,
let us feel a new empowerment within ourselves, a glory within us shining forth, a radiance that is of our starry essence flashing forth throughout multiverses to bless all life with joy, with peace, and with
con su
love.
esencia de luz, de júbilo y de amor. Gracias, gracias. Thank you, beloved Master. For a matter of time, we are not going to do this meditation. We encourage you to give it yourselves. And we thank you, beloved Master, beloved Divine Director. Guide us and overshine us and be with us throughout all this week, 24/7.